In the summer of 1993, on the way to the Rainbow Gathering in Ireland, I borrowed a book from a friend of mine on Cape Cod. The book is called The Book of the Hopi. It's written by Frank Waters and published by Viking Press in 1961. It tells a story of the Hopi from the vantage point of 30 Hopi elders that Frank Waters interviewed. And in 1994, as I was standing in the middle of that archeological site in Big Sur, and I asked the universe, what is this place? What I saw was a village. I remembered that book and the story that was told in that book, and it goes something like this: that the nephew of the Great Spirit had purified the world 3 times previously. The first time by fire, the second time by ice, and the third time by flood. And that each time, those who remembered to keep the tops of their heads open to the rest of the universe were told to go to a certain place and do a certain thing in order to survive the purification. The first 2 times, they were told to go into the earth and join the ant people. And the third time, they were directed to go to a mountaintop where they watched the floodwaters come and the floodwaters recede, and then they were told to build these craft and head off in a certain direction. And as they crossed the ocean, they eventually came to a place, they said, that was like paradise. They were told that it would be too easy and for them to keep going. And again, they came to another island that was paradise. And again they were told, no, this would be too easy and for them to keep going. Eventually, they said that they came to a place where they knew this must be the place, this must be the landmass. But they said that the cliffs were so sheer, they couldn't land. So they rowed north, and they rowed south, and finally they just let the current take them, and it landed them on this beach, where they were met by Spider-Woman, the nephew of the Great Spirit, and the Gachinas, who were said to be beings from other planets and star system. They were told that yes, this was indeed the place, but it wasn't their ultimate destination. That before they arrived at their ultimate destination, which was said to be a place called the Center of the Universe, Oriibi, which is now in northeastern Arizona, that before they were allowed to arrive there, that each of the clans would have to make its migrations to the edges of the landmass. That meant all the way to Tierra del Fuego, the southern tip of South America, all the way to the Arctic Circle, all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, and my theory is that they were already at the edge of the Pacific. That when each of the clans reached the edges of the landmass, that half the clans would turn left and half the clans would turn right before returning to the center. Thus, each clan would travel what we call a swastika. And if you put both of those together, you end up with a circle with a cross in it. What I envisioned as I was standing there in the middle of that archaeological site was that this may have been the place that they made their emergence into the fourth world, because to them this is the fourth world.